Happy Friday. Hope you guys had a good day today. Wow, very choppy day today. Ended the week small green and definitely was not an easy week by any standard. So today, leading gapper going into the open, we had ELAB and EIQ. Now, I have some really good trades on ELAB. And I want to go through these with you because today was extremely frustrating again. I still feel this lack of conviction in the market, which sucks. And oops, it makes it hard to really get out there and get some size on the market and really have any conviction out there in anything that's moving, which means I can't really hold through the moves. I can't look for these big picture setups, ultimately costing me a whole lot of profit and a whole lot of chop. And so today we come in, and I know EIQ leading gapper is what I'm watching because it was on the watch list last night. It made a nice move going into market open, and we'll look back at that here in a second. But ELAB is a great example of what is wrong with price action right now. I've got some really good trades on it today, and I've also got some trades on it that I'm sort of looking back at, and I'm like, well, what happened here? Was it just a lack of follow through? Was it just not a good setup? What do we think is the culprit looking at this setup? And you look around at this, I think it's a mix of both. I think a lot of this is trying to make something happen on a week where there hasn't been really much happening at all. And it's one of those things where I've been doing this for over 8 years. And it's just, you have these periods of time throughout the year that are extremely slow. And it's like, how do you get through it? How do you fight the chop? On Monday, I was flat. Tuesday came in, had a nice 5-hour green day. Wednesday, flat. Thursday, about a 5-hour green day again. Today, flat. And so I've got some really good execution on ELAB, but you'll see what happened on EIQ, my one red ticker of the morning. And this price action really is, it's frustrating. So you come in this morning, and we'll actually start with the EIQ. I guess we'll go in the right order here. And this was the leading gapper today, and I wanted to really do something with it out of market open. We had the pre-market high sitting right here at $1.47, and so I try to take the break of the high of day and take a look here. It breaks at the open. I try to take it for that continuation higher, and for one, we hesitate. So I'm like, all right, we'll go ahead and take it for a loss there. So I was trying to take it for the break of 160. Then again, I come back, I take it off the pullback down here. Then again, I come back, take it off the pullback off the 150, take it for a curl back up into the previous high, get a little bit of profit taken up here into that previous high. Then I take it off the pullback again, looking for that break up through this high. And guess what? We don't get it. And so this is pretty frustrating. Again, we have the pre-market high right here. I'm looking for price to, as you can see, forming a bit of a tightening wedge here, looking for it to break up to the upside, and it just doesn't happen. And so I'm starting the day with some red. And so that's not a great look because we already had a very slow pre-market. We come in the market open knowing at 10 a.m. Powell is set to speak at the Jackson Hole speech. And from there on, it's how do I go from here? Do I try to move somewhere else and get aggressive? Do I try to move somewhere else and just trade very small the rest of the morning, and then it's hard to come back from this? So you get put almost in a corner here, and it's like, where do I go? And so then we had ELAB at the scans, and this one traded pretty good today. So then we had ELAB hit the scans, and this one was okay. Had some pretty good trades on this. This thing pops up out of market open, and for one, the daily here was nice. Take a look here. We had these lower highs on the daily breaking out, and so I like the setup here quite a bit. And so we had price break out. I take the 1 minute pullback in this area of consolidation off the 9-moving average. And I'm able to capture this here, as you can see, from about $3 to about $3.23 on the first trades here. So $3, $3.23 captured a nice play. Then price pulls back. I try to use the bottom of these previous highs for the curl back higher, and it doesn't really make the move. It pulls back off these previous lows before, again, basing, moving back higher. And so I give a little bit of profit back here. Not much, because as you can see here, I pretty much cut off and break even. But then as price begins to curl again, I take a reentry on the confirmed curl, risking off this previous low. And then I get a nice move again from 310 all the way up into the 335s. And so again, I get a really nice move here. Super happy with this here. And so then price pulls back again off the 90 MA off this previous high of day. I take a pullback, sell up in high. Again, take a pullback, sell up into the high. I try to do it one more time, but what I miss here is this double top off the high. Where what I was really looking for here, I guess you can't really say that I missed it. We saw these sort of higher lows and these lower highs, and so I'm trying to take it here for the squeeze up higher. And again, I don't get that. Price knifes, and so then I get some slippage, and I give back some of this profit. And so then price pulls back again, and what we can see happen here is these higher lows that had formed previously in the morning. Price pulls back to confirm. As you can see, confirmation. Price pulls back again. I take the pullback, and I capture a pretty nice move here, actually, from 315 all the way to about 345. So really nice move here, and able to overall have some good profit on this today. So traded this one fairly well. I'm pretty happy with this one. I obviously wish that I could have done more, but it's just one of those things where it's like you do what you can do, and that's all you can do. The opportunity here was not great. And then after that, I went on over to TCRT, and again, a pretty good setup here, and just a lack of resolution. And so I played this really well, breaks up to the highs, and we see, I mean, check this out. Really nice tight higher lows here forming off of VWAP. And so as such, I take it here off the pullback to VWAP and capture a really nice play from here to the high of day. As you can see right here from 270 to about 286. And so really good play there as well. And then I come back after it breaks to the downside here, played this very well. Came back, it reclaims the VWAP. I take another nice play here from 272 back to 280. And then again, I take a pullback back off of VWAP. You can see here, makes me back up into the high of day. I take it for a pullback off of VWAP for the move back up into that high of day. And then it knifes again. So price pulls back, knifes. I go ahead and cut it. And then I look for my pullback entries off the bottom of its range. And then I take another break-even trade. You can see here. Higher low, I take a pullback entry out of this range, looking for the curl back to retest the VWAP or the previous highs, and I just simply don't get that and get them out with a very small profit with this one here as well today. So very small green on this. And so really that's the issue with this morning is I started the day red on the EIQ, getting faked out of market open, and then you go to ELAB and capture some nice trades, but it's just enough to really get you back to flat. Then you go over here to TCRT, you take some nice wins, and then again from there it's hard to get that traction because the opportunity here is okay, but it's not anything to really take your day to that next level. So again, very unfortunate there. I wish we could have done more with that. And then we had IXHL, which I'm also break even on today, where this thing tries to reclaim VWAP. It looks pretty good. I take it here on the pullback at 60.50, risking on 59.50. I got to move here back to 61 cents, scalp the dips a little bit, and overall flat on this as well. And so it's just hard to get anything working. Of course, in this market, with how slow it's been this week, I've just been taking real small size trades, trying to get some cushion build, trying to break the ice a little bit. But even then, you can't really get aggressive right now. Just not the time for it. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with the week, all things considered. Obviously, I hate these slow, choppy weeks. And what I'll say is, even after doing this for so long, the self-doubt, the motivation, the just straight disheartedness of trading in action like this, it never gets easier. I'll sit here and I'll just feel so down on myself after trading a morning like this, where it's just choppy. Why did I not do this? Why did I not do that? But then you look around, you're like, because I couldn't. There simply wasn't anything out there. And it's one of those things where you can only control what's in your control. All I can do is manage myself well and the opportunities the market does provide. And if the market provides nothing, then it just is what it is. And it's one of those times where you have to size down, trade less setups, and just make the best of what you have. And so overall, this week was not a bad week. I had a flat day today, couldn't really do anything with it, back and forth. Yesterday was a really good day. You can see here I played PTIX, GXAI very well. Went on over to Wednesday, another flat day there. Tuesday did pretty well, and then Monday also did pretty well, but still choppy then as well. But all that being said, again, I'm just looking forward to hopefully some better action going into next week because this week has been very tough. I would say this week's been one of the toughest weeks of the year. Very slow, undeniably slow, but par for the course. Again, you just have to look back at the big picture, zoom out with that big picture perspective, and say, look, I am where I am because I've done what I've done, and all apart from that, I can only do what I can do based on what the market gives me. The market gives me nothing, I can just accept that, don't step on the market's toes, size back, scale back, sit back, and just wait for things to get more active again. So looking forward to the next week because look, once things do get active again, these stocks like EEIQ and everything else this morning, they're going to get squeezing quick. It's going to happen before you know it. But until then, we got to be smart. We got to be responsible. We got to be picky. And all that being said, hopefully you guys had an awesome week this week. I know it was a pretty good week this week, but just very, very slow. So all that being said, hopefully you learned something from this video. Thank you guys so much for 4,000 subscribers. I know it sounds like a small amount, but we're growing quickly. And I really appreciate you guys tuning in to watch my recaps every morning. So make sure to follow, subscribe for daily recap just like this. And of course, make sure to claim access to your 7-day free trial in the description below to watch me trade stocks just like this in real time every single day and get alerts, education, watch list, chat room access, and so much more. That being said, I will see you guys next week. Have a blessed weekend, and I'll see you then.